Partnered by Times Influence.
A glittering felicitation ceremony, bringing together veterans from the field of education. Celebrating the spirit of educationists, the Times of India honoured key players in this segment, recognizing their exemplary work and contribution to the field of education.
I think first we all Indians should be proud that it is the wonderful Indian schooling system that is producing global thought leaders and business leaders. We have right till Sundar Pichai, Satya Nadella and many others who have studied here. So kudos to all the teachers and schools who have done this great job.
Well, it's long overdue, and it's good that the Times Group is a pioneer once again at this. But the fact is that we need many more initiatives like this to get everybody conscious of the need to do well and get felicitated for that.
The Times Education Icons saw more than 120 institutes participate in this ceremony.
It's a wonderful platform for schools, and those who are receiving awards, you know, they can really feel proud that Times, such a great platform they have got by giving them, you know, leadership and whatnot. There were so many categories, so many segments where they are honoring the schools and giving them that kind of acknowledgement that they are doing a good job. So good practices are acknowledged by Times. Wonderful.
It is a matter of tremendous satisfaction that the NCR area and education has taken a qualitative leap, and whatever you can get at Stanford and Harvard, Oxford and Cambridge is now possible and accessible in India.
The evening witnessed informatory speeches by Gary Singh, President Iris Consulting, and Vikas Kohli, CMO, Vivo Healthcare.
I would like to at least mention here that personally, I will always remain indebted by all the things, wonderful things which my teachers did, all the grooming I've received. And I will also like to acknowledge and appreciate that it is the Indian schooling system which is producing global leaders. We have Sundar Pichai, we have Satya Nadella and tons of other leaders. And the kind of work done, the kind of wonderful things that have come out of India, if we are regarded as one of the global leaders in IT space and everything else, is thanks to the schooling system. As an ex-military guy, I will definitely at this stage, first of all, like to salute you, that all the great schools which have done, and maybe a big round of applause for all of you, that thank you so much for making India what it is. And at the same time, when you're at school, you're not really grooming kids, you're grooming future of a country. So that is how important it is. So when you're looking at safety and security, we are securing our future by ensuring kids do remain secure. It will extend not only to within the physical security gamut, rather than also the psychological comfort which kids need. These are little angels. They need a lot of guidance, a lot of protection. It's not only about guns and gates, it's about ensuring that their creativity nurtures. Something doesn't happen in the school that they actually get suppressed, harassed. So a lot of things attached to it, but if something wrong happens, it's your liability. So accepting it without taking the risk to a residual low score, not a great idea. Reduce it, definitely. That's something which is required. Transfer it. Some of the liabilities you can buy an insurance and you transfer the risk. Some of the financial liabilities that could have come on you are now going to the insurance company. I'm not going to get into a lot of technicals about risk, but this is one place where I'll just spend a few minutes. Unless you know what are your risks, you don't know how to handle it. Unless you know security is a problem for you, why you should handle it. So a lot of time, what we believe is being shown in media or is done by others. So everybody says schools are unsafe. Without thinking much about it, you say, okay, I'm also unsafe, I will increase my security. You might not be needing that at all. Maybe your school required more attention on the psychological upbringing and safety of girl child within your schools. So since you didn't know what were your risks, what were the levels you also end up spending your energy, your resources in a channel which was not a risk for you. So each risk is different and each risk needs to be addressed differently. Till now, we've been working with a lot of schools and we have realized most of our discussions start with they're only talking about security and safety and not talking about a risk management program. So that's something which most probably, if not now, in near future, everybody has to wake up to. So this completes the gamut and ensures that the risk management program gets implemented, lowering the liability, creating a better future, creating better scenario.
I think what we are discussing is very, very, very important. We've been talking about safety, but when things go out of control, it leads to a medical emergency. So one of us here has experienced a medical emergency. Can we raise our hands? घर में कुछ हो गया, रास्ते में कुछ accident देखा. So when a medical emergency happens, how do we react? So do we know exactly what to do? At that time what happens? Most of us panic, we freeze, we are looking for somebody else to help, और हम खुद कुछ नहीं करते हैं या कई बार गलत कर देते हैं. Is that true? Yes or no? Okay. So is it important for us to know what to do when a medical emergency happens? Suppose मैं यहाँ पर अभी बेहोश हो जाता हूँ. Can happen? A medical emergency can happen anytime, anywhere, to anyone. Doctors को भी medical emergency हो जाती है. Right? So if I collapse here right now, जो आप करेंगे या नहीं करेंगे defines my future. अगर आपने मेरे साथ सही चीजें की, so my life will be, और अगर गलत की तो I'll be happy after this. Right? So the point really is, कई बार क्या होता है, सड़क पे एक्सीडेंट होता है और हम गाड़ी का शीशा ऊपर करके निकल जाते हैं. Have any of us experienced that? Or sometimes we stop to help. So जो सबसे पहले help करता है, we call that person a first responder. Right? So it's very, very, very important for all of us to know उस समय हमें क्या करना चाहिए और क्या नहीं करना चाहिए. Because our formal education system unfortunately does not train us for these skills, but we believe as life skills these are very important, these need to be integrated, and in India now unfortunately disease is happening at a younger age. Objective is minimize the risk, but अगर कोई incident हो जाता है, we all need to be geared up. उस समय हमें क्या करना चाहिए और क्या नहीं करना चाहिए, because that also becomes equally important. So what we are saying is, you need to start somewhere. So awareness is a great idea, then preparedness, and then think of how to do response.
And it was now time for the felicitation ceremony, honoring institutes that are truly icons of education. Honored under the Iris Safety Award was GD Goenka World School.
It's very important to bring together schools that are doing similar quality of work. It's also very significant that we set benchmarks that people must try and meet. It is a fiercely competitive environment. There are a lot of choices for parents and students, and I think it's very significant that when you happen to be acknowledged on a platform like this, it very clearly reflects on the quality of work that you're doing. And some of us have been recognized today, which is great. I'm sure there are many others who are inspired and will aspire to be on the platform tomorrow.
Felicitated under North Delhi Challengers was Venkateshwar Global School. The next to be felicitated under West Delhi leaders was Venkateshwar International School. Honoured under Gurgaon Challengers was Greenwood Public School.
I feel very proud कि I am in such a good, honorable education sector, and it's a very good platform for all the schools, those who are doing the hard work in the field of the education to educate the child. So I'm so happy in that.
Honoured under Gurgaon Innovators was the HDFC School. Felicitated under Greater Noida leaders was Pragyan School. Felicitated under International Curriculum was GD Goenka World School. Felicitated under International Curriculum was Pathway School, Gurgaon.
I think it's a great platform where in schools we are rewarding our students, and I think as a school it's important to know that you're doing good. And I think it's a great platform, it's a great start.
More felicitations continue after the break. Times Education Icons, a glittering ceremony that felicitated the best educational institutions for their benchmark contribution in shaping and molding the future of our country.
We are taking into account everybody who grooms the students, who brings forward our leaders of tomorrow. And this is a great initiative which Times Education Icon Awards is, and from the Times Group. And I think it will go a long way in motivating the teachers and obviously the students to showcase their talent and to prove to the world that they are the future of tomorrow.
Honoured under Noida leaders was the Khaitan School. Honoured under Uttarakhand, contribution in fashion design and skill development was Chandrasekhar Mehrwal. Felicitated under Uttarakhand contribution in education was Sardar Bhagwan Singh University, Uttarakhand.
think it's a very well organized program, and I'm sure the principals and the management people who are honored today, and they'll be more motivated and work hard towards striving towards better education.
Honored under Uttarakhand contribution in education was Roorkee Institute of Technology, Uttarakhand. To be honored under Uttarakhand contribution in education was Ground Zero Institute, Uttarakhand.
It's a wonderful thing. We've been doing this, we've been training students for defense services past 17 years. And this award coming after 17 years is such a big honor, and it will give us a boost to do multiple times better the next time, and we wish we have this award the next time also.
Further honored under Uttarakhand contribution in education was JB Institute of Technology, Uttarakhand. Further honored under recognizing educationists and institutes was National Academy of Event Management and Development. Also felicitated under recognizing educationists and institutes was Shiv Kumar Singhal and Richa Singhal. Felicitated under recognizing educationists and institutes was Kamal and Vandana group of institutions.
टाइम्स ग्रुप ने टाइम्स एजुकेशन आइकॉन्स कह के सम्मानित करना शुरू किया। मैं पर्सनली इससे बहुत अच्छा महसूस कर रहा हूं, और मैं समझता हूं ये इनिशिएटिव स्कूल्स को भी कुछ और अच्छा करने, थोड़ा एजुकेशन को सस्ता करने और इस दिशा में आगे कुछ करने के लिए मोटिवेट कर सकता है। सो आई एम वेरी हैप्पी।
I think this is a great platform. I think it has brought together many schools, and also it's focused and highlighted the issue of health and safety. This is amongst the rare platforms that's talking about it. I think more and more focus is needed in this area, and I look forward to you all doing it over and over again.
The evening witnessed the indomitable spirit of educators who are working relentlessly to prepare our leaders of tomorrow.